Hi everyone, I'm back with more projects for this journal, When Winter Comes, Winter's Tale, whatever we want to call it. I have things kind of piled around me. Kind of got things a little organized, but we'll see how it goes. One thing I want to tell about is this little, I'm not sure what it was originally. It was rectangular, and on this end it had a Battenberg lace, little circle of lace here, and I trimmed it, as you could tell. Took it to my ironing board, ironed it. I was going to bring it in here to sew that raw edge down like that. Was going to make a pocket out of it, and that's the last I've seen of it. So anyway, maybe we'll stumble across the rest of this and I'll get that finished. If not, we'll just keep going. So I put a few things in the book that I want to do, and I want to make sure I stay in frame. I think the first one is this little card. I really like it. It's the winter scene. It's got the deer on it. I'm not sure. I think it might have been a greeting card, or a Christmas card or something. I'm not sure what it was. But anyway, I glued a hinge onto it, just a scrap of paper from the kit, and I'm going to finish gluing it in the book. So I got that far and quit, and where's my glue? Right here. With the lid off again. I never can remember that. You would think. So, yep, I think we're going to be good. So let me sit down and I'll try to stay in frame. So I just put glue on this part of the hinge. Of course, the hinge is just a piece of paper folded in half glued to the card and half glued is going to be glued to the book. I probably need a piece of paper under that. So I don't know. It's not. Try to center it because it's not the full height of the page. So I'll try to put it at the edge. And this particular page has got a pocket on the other side, which has not been glued down yet. So I'm going to do that as well right now. So that pocket will be ready. So this just becomes a flip out. So extra journaling space, and it's adding something to the journal without covering this up. So anyway, that is something I have ready to go. And I still haven't found a pocket yet for the Snowman, but I will. And on this page, I had bought this package of these sacks. I think I've got it right over here. Not sure where I got them. 12 treat bags. It kind of looks like might be Dollar Tree. So anyway, I don't want them like a gusseted bag like this, or not. I don't know what you call it with the thing on the back, on the bottom. Let's see. They have the gussets on the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to just cut it off and glue that bottom where I cut it off, and that way it doesn't make it quite so shallow or deep, and I don't have to deal with all this. So okay, let's mark the page because I'll forget, and I'm going to move this out of the way. I got stuff piled all around me because I dug more stuff out. You know, I didn't have enough stuff out already. I had to go dig out some more. So anyway, okay, so I think I'll make it easy on myself and just cut this right across, right where that folds up. Hopefully it's straight. So it becomes a bag, and I'm going to glue this all shut. So I have to glue the little gusseted parts. Sometimes I think this journal, I'm never going to finish it, you know? And then I'm going to glue the end here. It doesn't matter if it goes up quite a ways because this is going to be a pretty deep bag. And then, you know, it's kind of hard to tell where the opening's at, so I'm going to attempt. I was going to attempt to cut it with this. You know, I'm going to use my other punch because this one is not my best punch. It's a 2.5 inch circle punch. So let me grab something else. Here's my really big one, but it's got the ruffled edge. So let's see if I can get it in there. Get it in there. Get it centered. Okay, first of all, get it in there. Got it in. Try to center it. Oh, see, I was afraid it wouldn't cut it very well. It didn't do too bad. There. Just a little nip out of it. This back. Okay. Now, Now, on other journals, I've taken these and made pockets out of it, and this one will be perfect. So, yep, definitely going to find a place for that. So I'm just going to glue that on there. Yep, I'll just glue the back flat. Not going to worry about being a side pocket or a belly band or anything like that, because this is going to be fairly, could hold quite a bit of stuff. So just use it as a sack. It could also be used as just paper. This is real pretty paper for this journal, so if I need a little scrapbook paper, I'll know where to go. All right, now that's going to be a little bag in this journal. And don't forget this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue it all closed up so it'll be ready. This. There. So I think the trick to this would be just make sure that when you make a pocket that this little thing right here is going down so nothing would catch on it when it comes in the pocket. So that would be pretty with some lace on it. Just happen to have some right here. Maybe too big for it though. Yep, I'll put it over here and I'll look for some lace later. Okay, I think that was all maybe I had in here ready to go. Oh, no, one more thing. Okay, yeah, let me show you all the rest of this stuff. Move this sucker. Get to you in a minute. Okay. In a Reader's Digest condensed book, there was a story called The Gift of the Deer, and had these little brown images of woodland creatures, and it had a lot of little deer heads. So I fussy cut them out thinking, you know, I could put them on the back of a tag or in a corner somewhere. So I did a bunch of those, but that's what it looked like before, and then I just cut them out to look like that. So I wanted to show you that. And then there were some pictures a little bit bigger of the deer. And there's one, a trim cut out. And this is the mother with two little fawns. And then inside that was also a thing with the wolf. I don't think I'll use that. And then snow scene with the deer. Then it had this, a full page one. So all of those are kind of sitting to the side over here, thinking, you know, if I see some occasion to use them, I'll grab them over here. But this one, I went ahead and just was playing around with it. I tore it out, and then I glued it to this cardstock. It's just something I found in the stash. It was a 6x6 or an 8x8 square, maybe 6x6. It was probably 6x6. And then I just cut it into this shape. So I'm going to glue it, I think, here on this lined paper. It's so big, that's my problem. I don't want to cover up the book pages. I guess it might work better there. On that, this page is from the kit. It really gets lost there, but I'm not one that doesn't like that. I like things getting lost. So I don't know. Let's keep looking, see if there's a better place. Oh, maybe right here on the back of this. What do you call it? Christmas card. It doesn't really go with the silvery stuff here, but here's another place. It blends in. I can't make decisions. I like it both. Okay, it looks pretty good here. This is from the book of the kit, and it kind of goes, the background here with this, the back end page of the book. It doesn't matter, just glue it on. Okay, let's see, we're doing it as a pocket. So this journal started out, I think, being a lot more of the kit than it is now. Got a bunch of other items in it, which is fine, as long as it kind of sticks with the theme and the color scheme. Okay, here's another pocket needs to be glued. Okay, I'm going to set the book aside. Oops, I'm hitting things. Like I said, I've got stuff surrounding me because I Just pulling more things out. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside and then work on a couple other things. One thing, I was wrapping presents and I saw this paper and it had these circles with the snowman. So I thought, you know, will my circle punch work on those? Well, I attempted it right here and it wouldn't cut it. So I thought, okay, I will just put some, they need to be thicker anyway, so I'll just put them on this cardstock. So that's what we're gonna try. If they won't work, if the punch doesn't work with them, I will just cut them out by fussy cutting, because they're circles, that's not real hard. Let me get that one too close. So put that paper there. Glue stick. Got some scrap paper here. I'm working around this cutter. I don't know if you can see it right there. Working around it because it's coming up. Okay, I'm sorry, I got interrupted, but let's continue. I glued these wrapping paper snowman circles onto some cardstock, and I am going to try to cut them out with my punch. It's a 2.5 inch circle punch, and I don't know if they'll fit or not. Let's get this bigger one. Not sure. It might be just easy to cut it with scissors, because I think it's going to be a little small. Yeah, it's going to be a little small. I have a smaller punch, but I think it's a scalloped one. So, you know what? Forget that. Let's just cut these out by hand. And I don't know how I'm going to use them yet. It's just, you know, I was using that that wrapping paper and Snowman in blues. So I'll take him. This kit comes with several different circles. So we'll just add this to it. Okay, that's what he's going to look like. I'm not going to bother cutting out the rest on film, but you know what I mean by those. And I had shown this, found it from the kit, and it's like a little door, and open it up. But the writing space is on this side, so I thought, you know, if you do it this way, I thought about decorating this and all that. I just decided it's going to have writing space in the center and on the back, and I'm just going to slip it in a pocket or a belly band. So, but I need this to stay shut. So I was thinking maybe if I glue on a tab that came with the kit, and then took one of the circles from the kit, it would fit under there. So that's what we're going to attempt to try. We're going to attempt to do, I mean. We will definitely be trying. So let's glue this. Guessing where the center's at. Okay. Now, I think about halfway, just a little under half, glue a little under half of this. We'll try it. It may be too big and loose to tuck under there. Maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna let that glue for a while and move on to the next thing. Okay, I had some scraps of paper, you know, just kept them because they were the glittery silver color, and they're not very big scraps that you can use. Like, I don't want that. It come from a Discover card envelope, obviously. They usually have some pretty cool envelopes. I saved most of them. So I just try to see where I can get the biggest piece of paper I can use. I think this. So I probably won't get much out of it, but I have this thing, and earlier in the video I was struggling with this thing being in my way. Quick Cuts, it's old. I've had it on film before. At one point it was the rage, you know, cutting things, and but I need it off of this glass mat, actually. It's very hard to use. You got to be like Superman strong. But anyway, I've got it, so might as well dig it out every once in a while. And I knew I had some Christmas dies that come with it, or whatever they call these. One of them's the stocking, so I thought maybe the silver a paper that's got like the embossed snowflake on there for the bottom, and then maybe the solid for the top. So we're going to attempt this. And I have different shapes. I have a candy cane. There's the snowman hat and stuff. And this goes through the stocking, and I thought that went with the stocking too. I'm not sure what that goes to. A hat? Oh, yeah, right here. Here's a hat. That goes to, it gives you, oops, sorry. You can do the white fluffy on the bottom of the hat, and then it's got 3 different ball things you can pick from. And I've got stars, and there's the snowman's body. And then I've got this. It's 2 circles. I'm not sure what that is. So anyway, we're going to attempt to do this. And what's hard about this is, you think with the square that small, we wouldn't have any problems. But when you're using paper this small, you have to get it lined up just right. And either way I go, I'm probably going to have some writing on here. We're going to attempt this. Let's see. I think I'm going to move it off the glass. So I'm going to be right at the edge of the frame. But I'm just going to push down on it like that. But I don't want to do it on my glass mat. So you can barely see. I can do it this way. Maybe. Here's hoping I got it lined up. And here's hoping it cut. And here's, oh, it did it. Look at that. I got a little silver stocking. Okay, just out of some scrap paper. And I think I can get another one or 2. But now let's try doing the top. And figure out what I did with it now. Right here. I don't know what these things are. See, it's been a long time since I've seen the picture of what all that is. But it doesn't matter. We'll just have extra. All right, we're going to try this small piece of paper first. I think it pretty much covers that whole die. I think you can see again. Okay. And there it cuts out those shapes. So it might be hard to see the difference, but the the stockings got the embossed on there. And the top is just solid. I've got all these lights, and when I look at the top of my camera, I cannot see very well. I need to put like a little umbrella over it. So anyway, I'm going to try doing this again. Might as well do this when I got it in there. There's my little topper. And I mean, I could keep these little things, but I don't even know what they're for. So then I'm going to try to line this up for the stocking again. I think we'll go this way. We'll try it. Oh, it might help if I put the stocking in there. If it's going that way, I think it'll work. Thinking about, I mean, you know, it wouldn't be hard if I didn't have words and stuff I'm dodging on this paper. If I was just using a piece of scrapbook paper or cardstock, it wouldn't be so bad. But, you know, if I got this, and it cut it out, but it left it in here, so, oops, that's the bottom of it. Just gotta scoop it out. Maybe I can scoop it out. Something thin. There it goes. Okay, so that's cute too. So I got 2 of these. I'll get those glued up later. But anyway, those will be cute on something. So just using up the scraps from the Discover card envelope, and I'm gonna move this thing out of my way. Hope we don't hear it fall in a minute. And all of these, I might try and cutting some stars out later. I was looking for a snowflake. See if I had a snowflake die, and I didn't. Okay, what else do I have over here? There's all my silver paper. I think I have just one last thing, and this was from a Reader's Digest book, but I like the snowy scene, and it's large, so it can either be a journaling card or a tuck. I probably need it more as a journaling card, so I'm going to glue it onto some cardstock, and I'll cut it out and use it as a journaling card. So I have lots of white cardstock. So just get I would trim it all at once. I know about where the edges are at because of the writing. And I might just even stitch around it. I don't have a lot of sewing in this journal because I put the pages in, you know, before I decorate it or anything. So I might get this one to sew. So I'll run that. I did see one other thing I need to do. I'll cut that out in just a second. I had made this journaling card, put some lace on it and edge trim, and it's pretty like that. But when you turn it over, it's black. So it needs, you know, some gesso or something on it. So I'm going to just put some of that on there real quick, and then we'll cut that one thing out, and we'll call it a video. I'm going to have to piece it together because like I said, got interrupted. I'm just going to pour a little bit out. We'll see what happens. I don't know if you need to shake this stuff or not, because it's too late now. Brushes are over here. I can grab one. This one doesn't look too good. Let's get another. Here, I'll get one of those little sponge things I showed in another video. I just wanted this roughly put on here just so you can write instead of just look at the black background. So, don't want to get the lace. Okay, maybe that'll work. And I'll let that dry. I'll add it to the, there's this without the lid again. I'll add it to one of the pockets, and then I want to cut this out. Probably sew it, and I'm going to keep looking for that Battenberg lace pocket. And I will, after I do all this, I will see what else needs to be done on this journal. I just, whenever I'm going through these old books or something, if I see an image that I think might work for a journal, I kind of try to put it all together, so when it comes time to do the journal, I've got the stuff together. So anyway, stitching on that, drying this, I'm going to glue those little stockings together, and I will see you guys later. Bye.